I might go in my head.
I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. I live a wild life, don't judge me. In the lobby, walk in the room, then leave with the that hit my 40 money. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, and that's me. Now I'm on the road. Shorties on my shores. Saying I'm about to. I'ma talk, cause I ain't finished yet. True be told, yeah, I been a man. Still gon' love me when the fan. Are you? Oh, really now? Aight, man, let's get it done. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. You know
We welcome you to Miami, Florida. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, this might be the greatest club in the NBA.
Ooh, Ed, I'm ready. I'm really relaxed, but I get worried. The letters MIA is actually a distress signal. I've seen it personally. A lot of players go missing in action in South Beach.
Well, come on inside the AAA American Airlines Arena and the start of this one here tonight. The opening tip-off is won by the Houston Rockets. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden to Paul. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. Waiters. Goes to the right side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Capella. Harden to the rim. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
So Harden. Big finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Winslow guarded by Clint Capella. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Waiters to Richardson. Knocked loose. Richardson lets it fly from long range, and Dion Waiters good on the quick release that time.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Harden looking for his man. Flushes down the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Miami's got it. drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
James Harden, 2 for 2. That's what you want. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Fareed gets it in the right corner. Nothing going here on that drive. To Paul. Fires the 3. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Harden. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Has a chance. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Houston with the basketball. Fareed. Wide open look, won't go. Count the bucket for 2.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Dragic with the basketball. Down a point. To Richardson. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Harden with it up top. Down by 1. To Capella. Here's a chance from long range. Textbook defense. Miami with the basketball. To Capella. And count the basket.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Goran Dragic missed his first. That one goes.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Has a look. Cleans it up. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's the Heat with the possession. Dragic matched up with Capella. Screen coming. Richardson. That misses with 3 seconds left. First quarter in the books with the Rockets in front. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Green with the basketball. Leads 1. Turns and slams it down. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
It's the Heat with the possession. Dragic. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Dragic into the front court. Right now, down 7. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Harden into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Tucker to Gerald Green. Tucker to Harden. For 3. That's good D. Shot no good. Dragic with it. They trail by 7. Goran Dragic, 2 of 4 now.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Screen come on the left.
Harden to Gerald Green. Throws it up. Pass stolen by Miami. And finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Paul to P.J. Tucker. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Block up. Here you go.
Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high up the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
James Johnson matched up with P.J. Tucker. Fires the three. Off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Jumper's good.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
And now it's Flash with the basketball. Surveys the floor. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Spins and scores. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
To Wade. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Knocked loose. Easy path to the rim.
Ed, you're allowed 2 steps after you pick the basketball up. It doesn't matter which feet you step with, but 2 counts.
To Capella. Clint Capella. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
It's Wade.
I got ball. Screen, I got your help.
To Richardson. Defense making the ball handler work. To Wade. Going to launch beyond the arc. Like the confidence, but a tough shot for Dwayne Wade. To Fareed. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Harden to Paul. Beyond the arc for three. No good. That's great defense.
I'm on D. What's good?
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Dwayne Wade. 3 for 6 now. Mike D'Antoni will use the timeout. He'll try to design something here for the final possession of the half. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. "20-footer at the buzzer." That's it. First half has come to an end. The Rockets with the lead.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Rockets entered the locker room with a comfortable lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The Heat were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat.
First half stats. Player of the half. Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
I got him. Here we go.
Clint Capella swats it. Waiters.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Harden to Capella. Finish that.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty. Just dig their hands in the dirt, and that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
To P.J. Tucker, deep right corner. Harden knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
He'd have the basketball. Winslow, guarded by CP3. And scores.
And you best believe that every one of those that goes in fills the confidence meter.
Gordon with it. Up by 3. To Harden. Tucker, pass to the rim. Waiters, Harden's on him. Oh, defender pulls the chair. Paul. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Clint Capella at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 48% free throw shooter. Free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. The lead is up to 6. To Richardson. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's James Harden once again. To Paul. From long range. Tough shot. Well defended. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Changes coming from both sides right now. He gets it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
I got ball. This is all me.
Winslow against Harden. Knocked loose. Shot from in close, no good. Great look and vision. Almost. Unlucky bounce. To Paul. 3-second violation. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Kenneth Fareed snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
James Harden at the line for 2 shots. A career 85% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Two for 2 on that trip. Miami's got it. To Waiters. Shot from the lane won't go. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
To Richardson. Driving right to the pass.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Tucker to Paul. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. Substitution being made in this one. Miami with the basketball to Whiteside and finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
The drive right to the basket. Almost. And he's not getting the call.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. And count the basket inside.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Fast pace. Mike D'Antoni giving his guys a breather.
And it's my man right here. Y'all need choice. I got ball.
to Gerald Green. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Winslow guarded by the former Dookie. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Justice Winslow has got 2 shots coming. A career 65% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Josh Richardson with a piece. Slam dunk. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Long heave from three-quarters court. Three-quarters complete with the Rockets in front. So the Heat will have it to start this 4th and final quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Fareed gets to the basket and scores.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Dragic with the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Second violation. It's going the other way. Paul. 4-3. Well defended. Dragic into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter.
The difference is going to be the best player on the court. He's a guy that you have to trust in. He has to get the ball. And sometimes as a coach, you need to let go and let your best players do what they do.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Harden. There's the toss. Flushes down the slam.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
down. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Paul to Harden. Kelly Olynyk sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Fareed to Paul. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Olynyk matched up with Capella. Off the assist.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Harden to Capella. Lobs it up. To Wade. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Paul to Harden. Fires the 3, and James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
It's the Heat with the possession. Nothing going here on that drive. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Someone needs a breather. Eric Spoelstra making the move to his bench. Richardson to Wade. Cashes in for 2.
In the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Count the basket inside.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Here comes the screen. Wade to Dragic. Wade. And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. Ooh, Chris Paul. Now 4 for 9.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Screen coming. Dragic. It's good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Heat checking this one. Eric Spoelstra makes the move to his reserves. Waiters. Dragic picked up by Paul. Has a look. Goran Dragic, 4 out of 7.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
It's the Heat with the possession. To Richardson. Whiteside. Here's a chance from long range. Dragic wide open, knocks it down.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps, Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Mike D'Antoni going to make some moves and set his matchups. To Capella. To Harden. Got it.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Dragic matched up with Gerald Green. Richardson to Dragic. Trying to cash in. Deep two there, won't go. Hassan Whiteside, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Stuffs it down with authority. Fly from half court. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets got the win in a close game. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Heat must be devastated after such a close loss. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard. Check out the leading scores for the Miami Heat.
Game drive. 3 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
James Harden read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.